So, can land be financed? And if so, what are the requirements to get the loan to go ahead and purchase the property of your dreams? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I finance properties, and you will be able to do the same. But before we get into that strategy, be sure to check in the description after the video if you're interested in learning how to buy land really cheap. I have my course video series in there that has 20 plus videos breaking down exactly how we purchase properties ridiculously cheap. You could get that for $149, a link down below. Or if you need help getting through your first or next land investment deal, you can jump on a coaching call with me. All the links can be found directly below. But let's talk about what you really came here for. How can you finance land? What are the requirements to get into the game? And how do I actually get started? So with that said, there's three ways that I use to finance land. The reality is banks don't like lending on land, and I've never used a bank to purchase property, so I can't give you any feedback on that. But I can share with you several easier ways to get land financed so you can go ahead and purchase the property of your dreams or the investment property you've been after so you can flip that for profit. So the first one, and I'm not doing these in any particular order, so the first one is private money or hard money lenders. They're going to go ahead and loan you money either based on you and your personality. I hope you have a phenomenal personality. I get tons of money based on mine, or on the asset. So let's walk through this here. Now me, I love using private lenders to go ahead and purchase properties. Now in my marketplace, a lot of people know me. They know I'm a credible individual. They know if they loan me money, they get their money back plus interest. So if you're looking for private investors and you're new to the game, think about people you know within your network. Don't go bugging your sister, brother, mom, dad. Look for real people that have money ready to rock, and you could go ahead and pitch them on the idea of purchasing property, them putting up the money for you, you paying them an interest payment each and every month along with principal so you could pay it off, and then you get the deed, or they hold the first lien position on the property and they remove the lien when they are paid off. So start on your phone. Look for people in there that have money. They own small businesses. They own big businesses. They're retired and they got a gang of money in the bank. Say, I just found this sweet property that I could pick up for $25,000. Now, I could go ahead and flip this thing for $50,000. But just in case I can't, would you be interested in putting up the money for me? We'll purchase it for $25,000. And in exchange for that, I'm going to pay you $945 a month for 36 months. Just in case I don't flip it, you're going to get paid off in full. And if I go ahead and flip it early and get all your cash back, plus a couple points, you could sweeten the deal however you want to structure it there. So typically how I do it is $25,000 hand in this example. Like I said, $945, 36 months. I take the property, then I'll go ahead and flip it. I pay off my investor early. They get a couple of interest payments on the front end. Sometimes I'll throw them a little extra, or I'll just let it run full term. They turn that $25,000 into like $36,000. They get an insane return, and they line up to loan me more when I'm ready for the next deal. Now, let's pivot into hard money lenders. Hard money lenders don't care about you at all. They want to know what the deal looks like, and based on the deal, they will fund it. So if you truly have a property that's worth $50,000 that you could pick up for $25,000, a hard money lender will absolutely loan you the money for that. They'll put up all the money and they'll charge you an interest-only payment in most cases, plus 2 points. 2 to 5 points really, and a point is 1% of the borrowed amount. So if it's 2 points, 2% of the $25,000, they're going to roll that in the deal in most cases. Then they'll charge you like a 15% interest rate monthly on that money, and it's just the interest goes on forever until they get cashed out. Now, when you go ahead and flip the property, they get cashed out, you get your profit, the new buyer gets the property, everybody wins. So private lenders and hard money lenders are some of my favorite ways to go ahead and jump into properties right away. But there's two other strategies that are even easier than pitching people. The next one, like I said, in no particular order. So the next one is credit cards. Now, when you deal with investors, many of them will accept credit cards as payment for the property. Now, this is more of low dollar type stuff, like I would say $5,000 and lower. You could throw that on your credit card. You find a phenomenal deal in Florida. Quarter acre lot for $2,500, and you know it's worth $7,500, and a wholesaler is just cleaning it off their list. You can go ahead and put that on your credit card, make payments to your credit card holder, whoever that is, Capital One, Citibank, whatever. You're going to go ahead and make those payments. You take the property, and you could exit this deal in two different ways. One way is to seller finance the deal. So if your payment is, let's say, $50 a month to the credit card company, you could seller finance it for $100 a month. you're going to go ahead and take that $100 payment that comes to you. You're going to go ahead and scrape 50 off of that to make the credit card payment each and every month on the loan you took to purchase the property, and you're going to pocket $50 a month in profit. This is a fantastic way to go ahead and leverage other people's money to get a deal and start creating passive income. You could also just flip it, pay off the credit card, take your profit, and then buy another deal and keep the whole thing going. And then finally, the last way is seller financing. Now, seller financing is incredibly common in the land investment game, along with commercial real estate if you were interested in looking at that world. But seller financing, let's go back to that scenario where we found a property that was worth $50,000. The owner only wants $25,000, and they're so motivated to never have to pay a tax bill ever again that they're willing to seller finance the deal just to get the headache off their lap. So this $25,000 deal, you can negotiate saying, look, I'll give you $500 a month for the property, principal payment only, until we're paid in full. You're going to deed it over to me, and I'll just sign a promissory note saying I'm going to pay you each and every month till we're squared up. Now, if their motivation is there, they will absolutely agree to this. Structure the contract, be an ethical individual, and send your payments each and every month. Pay off that nice seller, and then go ahead and flip this deal for a fat profit and jumpstart your land investment business. Now, seller financing deals happen when you target really motivated property owners or really motivated sellers, and the best way to do that is direct mail marketing, which I have countless videos on how to do that as well. Or if you're missing those, just hit me up. I'll go ahead and send you the link to those. So that's the best way to go ahead and finance your deals without having to step foot into a bank and get that cold-hearted rejection there. Leverage hard money, leverage private money, use credit cards, and then go ahead and tap into seller financing. All these ways work because I've used every one of these strategies. But once again, any questions, go ahead and drop those down below or text me direct at 440-567-6040. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.